Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. They'll drop the throw.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Back to throw here. And it is incomplete. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw here. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Mike, 55, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, eat.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Complete to Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Oh, and that's a nice job.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set, go.
He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know many people like that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Lead driven.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's pick it up. It's out.
Ready?
2nd and 15. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but... So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I didn't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 10. Jones has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kiki QT. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Caught by Jones. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Last under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
61, matchbox lights.
Check, check, check.
Check.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.